Welcome to Braid, one of the few video games that's considered a true work of art. My name's the Snake383, and today we're going to be playing the Xbox 360 version of Braid. In its true form, Braid is actually a story disguised as a puzzle platformer. Let's begin with World 2, shall we? Tim is off on a search to rescue the princess. She has been snatched by a horrible and evil monster. This happened because Tim made a mistake. Not just one, he made many mistakes during the time they spent together, all those years ago. Memories of their relationship have become muddled, replaced wholesale, but one remains clear. The princess turning sharply away, her braid lashing at him with contempt. He knows she tried to be forgiving, but who can just shrug away a guilty lie, a stab in the back? Such a mistake will change a relationship irreversibly, even if we have learned from the mistake and would never repeat it. The princess's eyes grew narrower. She became more distant. Our world, with its rules of casuality, has trained us to be miserly with forgiveness. By forgiving too readily, we can be badly hurt. But if we've learned from a mistake and become better for it, shouldn't we be rewarded for the learning rather than punished for the mistake? What if our world worked differently? Suppose we could tell her, "I didn't mean what I just said," and she would say, "It's okay, I understand." And she would not turn away, and life would really proceed as though we had never said that thing. We could remove the damage but still be wiser for the experience. Tim and the princess lounged in the castle garden, laughing together, giving names to the colorful birds. Their mistakes are hidden from each other, tucked away between the folds of time. Safe. And everyone's probably like, "Oh my gosh, whatever happened to World 1? Well, World 1 is in this game, but you play it much later on, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Any newcomer to Braid might immediately notice that the soundtrack is atypical from your average video game music. To tell the truth, the music is actually licensed from the Magnitude recording label, because Jonathan Blow, the creator, wanted something that sounded more different and interesting when tied into the game's main gameplay mechanic, time rewind. You can rewind time by holding the X button. Just a reader alert? This mechanic was hinted to by the very chapter you read, Time and Forgiveness, with forgiveness being the time rewind part. So you essentially undo any mistake that you make, or otherwise undo any death you may have caused. And yes, all you have is one life, because as long as you have time rewind, you're essentially invincible. Otherwise, if you're really evil, you can give Tim a fate filled with eternal pain and suffering. One of the other gimmicks in Braid are doors that are locked. And what do you need to unlock doors? Well, if you don't know, then I truly weep for you. Especially if you don't even know how to unlock the door of your house. But the objective in every world of Braid is to get every single puzzle piece. So essentially, this game is a puzzle game in a puzzle game. And right here, to get these two puzzle pieces, you're going to need two other puzzle pieces, which we don't have right now. So we're going to come back to this jigsaw puzzle later. And jigsaw puzzle pieces, besides allowing you to recreate a picture, also give you more access to the final level of the game. And the solution to this puzzle right here is to keep the second enemy alive, so it'll work as a springboard to get access to the upper platform, as well as the next puzzle piece. And yes, every section has a little hint to describe what you need to do. Like right now, this cannon is shooting this enemy into the fire pit below, so you'll need to guide this platform to the center so the cannon can shoot the enemy onto the platform and bring it over there to use it as a springboard.